Did you know that your money can start paying you back? Yes, it can. In this video, I will be breaking down all of the dividend earned on the Jamaica stock market, including how much each stock paid me and what I learned along the way. Welcome back. So if you are new here, my name is Andweli, and from my last video, if you did not watch that, you can check it out. It will be in the top right corner. I said that for 2026, I wanted to be more consistent in every aspect of my life. So today's video, we'll be talking about dividend payment, and I'll just be sharing with you my total dividend for 2025. So this is not a flex, it's not for any show. This is just me being honest and for documentation purposes. And let me also just post this disclaimer that this is not financial advice. It's just a real, honest year in review of all the dividends that I have earned. With my opinion, do not take it as any financial advice, any at all. So I'm sharing this for people who are thinking about starting to invest, those who have just started, or even those who have been investing and you are asking yourself, does dividend in Jamaica even makes sense? So let me start off by just explaining what dividend is. So for me, dividend is consistency. It is small payments that add up over time. So dividend is money that these different companies, these different stocks pay out to their shareholders. So let me give a real life example. You're an adult and you see a student, you invest in their future. You pay all of their tuition and so forth. And that student went through school, they made something of themselves, and then they decide that, hey, I'm going to give back to you, the person who invested into them, once per year. And every year they give a small money to you. That would be an example of dividend. So once it is that you're a shareholder in some companies, the companies are doing well, they will decide that, hey, we're going to take a portion of the money that we've made and we're going to break that up and give it to every person who invested in our company. So that's the main way how you get dividends, and the payout for each company is different and the timing is also different. So for the Jamaican stock market, dividends are paid quarterly, semi-annually, or annually. And again, there are those companies who do not pay any dividends at all. So I've been investing for maybe about 4 years. I've been learning. I'm still learning. And after doing my research, I decided a couple of years ago that I wanted to really focus on those companies that do dividend payments. So those were my main focus. So maybe about majority of the stocks in my portfolio are companies that pays dividend payments. All right, so without further ado, let's get into it. Let's get into it. All right, so first up is Lasco Manufacturing. So this is one of those stocks I consider more to be on the steady side. For 2025, Lasco paid only one dividend payment, and after tax, I received $161 Jamaican dollars 50 cents. So that's not a huge amount, but it is still money earned without selling a single share. So again, I'm not doing anything. I just have shares in the company, and still I'm gaining this $161.50. All right, so this is a good example of how dividends start small, especially when you're still building your positions. Imagine if I had 10 times the amount of shares that I have in that particular company, then the dividend payment would be 10 times more. All right, so it would be 1,600. So more shares you have, the larger the dividend payment will be. All right, so let's move on to the second company, which is one of my favorite Jamaican company, and it is Trans-Jamaica Highway. So I can say that this has been one of my stronger dividend performers in 2025, and it I think Trans Jamaica is about a quarter of my entire stock portfolio. I received 2 dividend payments and the total earned was $2,384.25, and this is a net amount. So this stock truly shows the power of holding a large position as well as being patient. So imagine only 2 payments and I made that amount. Imagine if they were paying quarterly. And this is definitely one of those stocks that I shall be keeping. So I will continue to be earning those dividends, and hopefully I plan to buy some more shares. So that means that my dividend yield is gonna increase, hopefully. All right, so the third one is, so this is questionable stock, goes against my belief and so forth, but still it's a good stock and I've had it and it has been performing good. So it is Supreme Ventures. So it paid a dividend 4 times in 2025. Altogether, it came up to $189.82. So individually, each payment wasn't big, but receiving money multiple times throughout the year definitely adds up. And I don't really have that much shares in that company. I'm sure if I had more shares, then this dividend would have been even larger. Next stock is Seprad. So Separate Group paid me 3 dividends in 2025, a total of, oh my God, let me check if this right, because ain't no way. It is correct. So they gave 3 payments. Each payment was $10.28 net. So it's a total of $30.84. And again, this is one of those stocks that I don't really have that much share in. So maybe that's one of the reasons for such a low amount. All right, moving on to the next one, which is Barita Investment. So Barita Investment paid me 1 dividend in 2025, a total of $67.26. Again, it's not massive, but it's part of a bigger picture. And I think if I remember correctly, Barita was one of those stocks that I had in my portfolio that their dividend payment was large. I don't remember how much it was, but it was large because I don't think I have that much shares. I have less than 10 shares. Their payment was nice. The funny part about it is that I had more shares in Barita. They were performing so poorly. I sold some of those shares and now I regret it, but we live and we learn. I'm still grateful for that $67.26. All right, the next one is another questionable stock, one that kind of goes against my belief, but I think other than Trans Jamaica Highway, I believe that this is one of the other best performing stocks that I have in my portfolio, and it is Carreras. The Carreras was another consistent payer in 2025. I received 4 dividend payments throughout the year, totaling to $588.20. Mind you, I did not time anything. I haven't really been aggressively going into the stock market and watching and so forth. I just held the position, kept my shares, and it is paying me. All right, and the final one, the final stock is Grace Kennedy. It also paid me 4 times in 2025. In total, I earned $599.26 JMD, with a larger payment coming in December. That end of year dividend felt rewarding because it capped off the year very nicely. And I think the main reason why the December one, I remember vividly for this, I saw that they were gonna make a payment. I had some cash and I just bought some more shares. Therefore, I had more shares in the company. Therefore, I got a larger dividend than the other ones. I totally forgot about Fisco. I got $47.60. So those are the 7 stocks that I have in my portfolio that paid dividends for 2025. When I add everything together in 2025, I earned $4,021.13 Jamaican dollars, that is, in dividends across 19 different payments. So this isn't retirement money, none at all, but it is real and it is growing. Imagine if I keep those 7 stocks and they keep on performing as how they performed in 2025. In the next 5 years, I would have received approximately 20,000 Jamaican dollars just from keeping my shares in these companies. And again, you're not working for this. They're giving you extra money. So I'm getting money from the dividend, plus also if the companies perform well, I also get money from capitalization. So 2025 taught me a few things. Number 1, consistency beats hype. Number 2, dividend rewards patience. And number 3, it's better to start small than not to start any at all. So even those small payments, for example, separate with the $10, if I didn't start any at all, that is $10 that I wouldn't have gained. That's $30 that I wouldn't have gained from the year, right? All right, so and my plans for 2026 are simple. Going into 2026, I plan to continue building my position, especially in those companies that are their yield is greater. Reinvest in my dividends. That's what I always do. So as soon as I get the dividend payments, the 10, the 20, the $100, I normally just use it to buy back more stocks in the same company or another company. And I also want to be more intentional about tracking everything. I'm not rushing, I am building. So a lot of people come into investing and expect that they're gonna get rich overnight. Maybe if you do Forex or something, you get quick returns. But when it comes on to buying stocks and bonds and ETFs and so forth, I'm in it for the long run, right? Holding these and hoping that over time I can continue to get those dividends. I can get capitalization on my stocks, and my position in each of these can improve once it is that they continue to perform well. So if you are currently investing in the Jamaican stock market, go ahead and comment below and let me know. Remember to like, share, subscribe, turn on your post notification, and just stay tuned for more of these videos. So remember, progress adds up even if it's quiet. See you soon for another video.